Hey everybody, Yankee here. If you've been with my channel for the long haul, you know that back when this channel actually started making some money, about 5 or 6 years into the channel, I decided that that money needed to go to something good, something worthwhile. I need to build some good karma. I did a lot of bad stuff when I was younger. So, want to try to get into heaven if there is one. I don't believe in it, but just in case, hedge your bets. So I started several different programs. They didn't all start at the same time. They kind of gradually became a thing. We started off with Pets and Vets, where we help as many pet charities as we can every month and individual owners of pets that need medical bills paid, etc. We did as much good with that as we possibly could. We also started something called TYMPPP, which I'm sure a lot of you know about, where we help 4 families every month obtain the tool needed to defend themselves and their homes, etc. So we did that. We also did the Voices program, where we donate $1,000 every month to other gun channels just to keep them doing what they're doing, because we want pro-gun voices on the internet. We don't want it totally taken over by corporate interests. So we did that. We did the Friend program, where we reward a friend of the channel every month. We just did all kinds of things. And one of the things we did was Handguns for Heroes. Well, as money started tumbling, we had to cut some things out. We had to cut out Handguns for Heroes. And now we need to cut something else out, but not going to do it yet because I keep hoping things will come back up. But, I don't get money through YouTube anymore, but we do get money through PayPal, Subscribestar, Super Chats, etc. So I keep hoping that'll go back up because I like to think people will do the right thing. If you do something good, people will get involved. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know. You know what my grandfather always said, hope in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one gets full faster. But like I said, I do still hold out hope. But right now, like I said, probably should cut something else out anyway, but we have to stop doing TYMPPP temporarily for different reasons other than funding. One is mismanagement. It worked much better back when Vincenzo Lombardo did it, but then for legal reasons, I had to start doing it. And that's when it really went downhill. We didn't really mess things up till last month, and I really got things backwards. I got my lists confused of the people that were nominated, the ones that won and the ones that didn't. I notified the wrong ones, and they won. They got their prizes sent to them because I notified the wrong people, and by the time I realized it, I'm like, well, crap, I can't not do it now. So then I had to send out more. So really screwed it up, and I got to try to figure out how to get that settled back up. But for now, we're going to have to suspend it for that reason, and because we got in a little legal trouble. Nothing major, but there was an FBI trace on one of the guns that was sent out as part of TYMPPP. So either the recipient of it committed a crime, or the gun ended up in the hands of someone that committed a crime, and either way, that's not good. So we got to get that settled out, let that level out before I continue with TYMPPP, but hopefully we'll get back to it soon. But in the meantime, instead of just not doing TYMPPP, which is what we should do to help let funds build back up, we're going to bring back Handguns for Heroes for a while. And we'll do that for a couple of months that it takes me to settle up with TYMPPP and get that all straightened out legally, etc. And then once we get that done, we'll alternate Handguns for Heroes and TYMP. We're not getting a whole lot of people nominating every month for TYMPPP, so every 2 months would be better. We'd have more people to choose from. Lately, it's been everybody, pretty much everybody had nominated themselves one, unless there was something really fishy about it. So we're going to do it every other month. But that means, like I said, we're bringing back Handguns for Heroes. And if you don't remember, Handguns for Heroes is a program where you get to nominate a veteran, someone who served their country, who came out of the service and then became an exemplary citizen, who helped their community, who took care of their family. Maybe they started an animal rescue. They did something above and beyond. You get to nominate them. And then the same people who judge TYMPPP will choose a person every month, and that person gets a very special custom trophy. So if you want to nominate someone, it's back up on my website. Now, you can still continue to nominate yourself for TYMPPP, but it might be a few months before we do another drawing. But once we do that drawing, everyone that's been nominated up till now, from when I cut it off till when we do it again, you will be in the drawing. And then if you don't win, you will be able to re-register next month. You can always re-register the month after. If you didn't win the month previous, you can always sign up again. But for now, like I said, we're going to be doing Handguns for Heroes. And I look forward to this because I look forward to making the trophy. In fact, I've got some slides on order right now that should be here in a couple of days, and we should be able to see the first trophy soon. So nominate the person. Let us know who you think went above and beyond, and we might be expanding it to non-veterans too eventually, just people who served their community, went above and beyond. I'll be talking to people in my live chat tonight, maybe doing a poll on my Patreon page to see what people think of that idea. But for now, it's veterans, and that might change in the next day or so. Just nominate someone you think that, served their country or served their community and then went above and beyond. They're an exemplary citizen. And nominate them, and if they win, they'll get one of these special custom trophies. And it'll say right on there, it'll have the logo for Handguns for Heroes, and it'll say proudly presented to, and then their name on it. I'll probably put that on the plate cover so that it can be taken off if they ever want to sell the gun. Nobody wants to buy a gun with someone's name on it. Or if they want to pass it down, whatever, I'd like to think ahead. We'll decide all that stuff later, but just want to let everyone know H for H is back up and running for now. So go on over, nominate people you think deserve it, and let's get some of these trophies made and sent to people who deserve it.